Hey guys, Magic Squirrel Cubing here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to lube a 3x3 cube. So what you're going to need for this project is a screwdriver, your lube of course, and the 3x3 cube. You also need like 2 to 3 pieces of tissue paper. I don't exactly show the tissue paper here, but you're going to need tissue paper, especially when you're using like silicone lube. So the first step is to take apart your cube. I would recommend you organize the pieces. What I've done is I put all the edge pieces with yellow in one pile, put all the edge pieces with white in one pile, put all the corner pieces with yellow in one pile, and put all the white corner pieces in one pile. And then the remaining edge pieces I just put them in a separate pile. So this way it's easier to put the cube back together. So you should keep taking apart your cube until you're just left the core. So for this lubrication, I decided to use Lubico silicone lube. Not the premium Lubico lube, but just the silicone lube. Weight 2 and weight 4. And the cube I'm using is a MoYu Aolong, in case you were wondering. So just take off the center caps until you have just the core and you're able to see the screws and all the pieces. So at this point in time, I want you to start unscrewing all the caps from the blue core using your screwdriver. So this process just keeps repeating 6 times until you get all the caps off from the blue core. So on every center piece, you will be able to see the screw inside with a spring, and apart from that, there will also be this metal ring thing. That thing is called a washer. It's supposed to reduce the friction between the center cap and the core. So make sure you don't lose any of the parts. Just take them out and take your heavier lube. I'm using weight 4. And this is where the tissue paper comes in out of nowhere. So you need the tissue paper to help you to remove the cap and insert the green dispensing tip. So this green dispensing tip will help you to put the lube in. Make sure you tighten it, if not the lube will just like explode and you waste a lot of it. So inside your center cap, you'll be able to see like 2 ledges or lids. So if you look inside and see carefully, you will be able to find them. So just put a little bit of lube on it, not too much, if not your cube will become really slimy and sluggish. So yeah, just put a little bit inside on the 2 ledges and you're good to go. The next step is to take the screw and place a little bit on the base, like what I'm doing now. Again, don't place too much unless you want a really gummy cube. After you've done this step, just put on the spring and put on the washer. Now this is where it gets complicated because you need to find the part of the washer that is more shiny and smooth. One side will be more shiny and smooth, and the other side will be less smooth and shiny. So as you can see just now, I was like feeling for the shiny side. So you place this facing up and place the shiny side facing upwards like this, and then put it back in. One more thing to note is that when you are putting the weight for, or whatever heavier lube you're putting on the screw, make sure you do not put it on the part where it's actually screwing into the core. If not, it will just ruin your core, and it's really hard to clean out lube from the core. I'll just fast forward through the others. Okay, so once you've finished with all those center caps, just screw it back onto the core. And for this part, make sure you do not screw in the center cap unparalleled to the core, because if you screw it in unparalleled, then it will get really wobbly and your cube will have really low performance. So what I was doing there, I was just like testing the core and seeing how well it's lubed. And for this part, I'm sorry about the focus being on the pieces in the background rather than like my hands and what I'm doing with the cube. Sorry about that. And yeah, what you're gonna do now after you have completed the core is just to put the cube back together. So this is when your organizing of the pieces comes in handy, because it takes a really short time compared to when all the pieces are just in one big pile to assemble everything back together. So once you have gotten to this stage in assembling the cube, you just basically want to take your lighter lube. In this case, I've chosen weight 2. So I take the weight 2 and just do the same to what I did for the weight 4. So I use the tissue to take off the tip and put in the green dispensing tip. And then just put a little bit of lube on the corner closest to you, which I'm doing right now. Make sure you don't put too much or it's not going to be fast, it's going to be very gummy. And then turn it to the opposite corner, not any corner that's next to it, to the opposite corner, and apply some lube there as well. Try to make the amount of lube you put there even. So once you've done that, just put back the edge pieces, the colored edge pieces with no white or yellow. So bearing in mind that I've put in the lube at those two corners, I put in the edge pieces for those corners first, like this. So I know that it was the other two corners without the edge piece where I have not put the lube. So once again, take your lube and put your lube on the two new edge pieces that you have on the sides that you have not put the lube on the corner pieces that are below. So sorry about this part, I kind of took the wrong edge piece and I can't find it, so I go off for a while to go find it, and it was under some sheet of paper. So yeah, I found it and then I put it back. So yeah, that was the two corners that I did not lube the corner pieces below the edge pieces. So I put the lube on the edge pieces. This is to sort of like even out the amount of lube across the cube so that it does not get too gummy. So yeah, just put a little bit, don't put too much. And yeah, the pieces are pretty much lubed. So now you can start to put back the pieces. Oh, and one more thing, I just put a little bit of lube just right on top of the centerpiece over there. In this case, I put it on the green centerpiece. So yeah, you can continue to assemble your cube. So yeah, once you have done that, you are pretty much done. So before you put the center cap on, I suggest you start breaking the lube in a bit do a couple of solves. Even though there might be parity errors, if you know the cube well enough, you can do a few solves on it to kind of break in the loop. And if it pops, you can try and tighten the tensions by tightening the screws which you had unscrewed previously to loop the core. So also, if you find that they are uneven, use the screwdriver to kind of like make the tensions even. And yeah, that's about it. When you're done, you can put the sensor cap back onto the sensor pieces. So I hope this video really helped you to learn how to make your cube better and competition ready. So do watch out for my other videos, and if you like what you see here, do subscribe and put a big thumbs up.